welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel this evening, guys, for full reaction from Barça versus Man City live from the Camp Nou. An incredible atmosphere, an incredible game, and of course, for a very, very great cause. We're going to be talking about all 6 of the goals tonight. Very, very entertaining stuff when Pep Guardiola, of course, returned home and came up against Xavi Hernandez. That in itself is a matchup that is capable of filling any stadium. 91,000 fans tonight saw the spectacle, and we are going to be discussing every moment. So come on, let's do it. Because the occasion did indeed begin with none other than Juan Carlos Unzue giving a speech there at the Camp Nou to all of those in attendance. He was applauded by the entire stadium there, speaking about raising that awareness about what can be done here to help those suffering with ALS right now. And with Joan Laporta watching on there, Xavi, Pep Guardiola, all of them full of pride, I'm sure, for what Unzue is doing and the commitment that he's shown here to this cause. There was plenty of emotion too, though, as you'd expect their players who worked, of course, under Juan Carlos Unzue when he was the Barcelona assistant. Jordi Alba looked very emotional, Busquets as well hugging him when he did indeed start the game with the kickoff. That was a really nice moment there, and huge respect to him. Unzue tonight, it really was his night, and what he's done, absolutely incredible. And in terms of the starting lineup there from Barcelona, in terms of Xavi and the changes that he was looking to make, there was quite a bit of rotation, I've got to say, plenty of resting there of our very key players from the start of the game. There was a good blend in there, though. We spoke before the game about Jules Koundé getting some big minutes. Franck Kessié was in there, Ferran Torres playing in this one, and of course Aubameyang leading the line there. And for Man City, it was also not their strongest team. With all due respect there, the likes of Ederson, Cancelo, Gundogan, De Bruyne, and indeed Erling Haaland all were on the bench from the start, but many of those did come on later in the game. But as you can see right here, from the word go when we move on to the match itself, Barca were sporting their brand new third kit, which was officially released there today, and once again there was said to be huge interest before this game in the club shop. Their business is booming right now. There's a real feel-good factor and plenty of excitement around the club, and in the game there were some good moments, I feel, from Franck Kessié. In midfield there we saw one of those explosive runs, those sort of trademark Kessié runs whereby he gets going and you just cannot stop in there. He got all the way right up to the edge of Man City's box, but sadly there his shot cannoning off the post. Very, very unlucky there for Kessié. We also saw plenty of Jules Koundé. Great to see him in the starting lineup getting some minutes, and I've got to say I already felt kind of more comfortable just with him there, you know, knowing that he was there, looking at the kind of positions that he was taking up to receive the ball. I like the way that he builds up. I like the kind of positions that he gets himself into, and of course defensively there is no question that he can help us. There were a few moments though, of course, where you did feel as though Koundé needed a bit more match sharpness. You know, he needs to get up to speed as quickly as he possibly can, but of course to do that he's got to be playing regular football. That is the next step, of course, and that is what we hope can take effect very, very soon indeed. But great to see Koundé nonetheless. But inside of 21 minutes there, Man City did indeed take the lead in the game, and unfortunately not good viewing for Iñaki Peña. Big mistake there that he made to allow Julian Alvarez to score the opening goal. Very simple cross, wasn't it? And he just let it go through his fingers. He let it slip there through his gloves. Very bad mistake, and City did take the lead. But what the media probably won't tell you, and what obviously would never be brought to light about Barca, is that actually after that mistake, the Camp Nou rallied around Iñaki Peña. It was a bad one, it wasn't good, but they were chanting his name. They were cheering him on. They were really trying to lift his spirits there and his confidence after a mistake like that. And clearly, it helped as the game went on. He made some crucial saves there in the first half, and especially again to deny Alvarez in the second. So really nice to see that reaction there from the stadium and the fans. And less than 10 minutes later then in the first half, Barca wasting absolutely no time in hitting back in this game. And who scored the goal? It was Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It was a cross in from Rafinha from a free kick situation. It makes its way all the way to the back post, and Aubameyang on the volley there just lashes it across goal. Low and hard. Probably the goalkeeping for this goal too wasn't exactly great either. either. But that was a great goal from Aubameyang there to level up the scoring, and you do wonder, is that his last? Is that going to be Aubameyang's last goal in a Barcelona shirt? I think it will definitely be a case. If he does go, it will be with a very, very heavy heart for all of us fans there to see him leaving the club, because he's always somebody, isn't he, who just gets himself on the score sheet. He just scores goals. He's a great guy to have around the club, and once again, if he is to leave, signing off tonight with a goal to his name. But at half-time, Barca 1, Man City 1. And I think it is interesting, guys, when we move on here now to the second half. It was interesting because right throughout the game, in fact, Bernardo Silva starting there for Man City. He got a great ovation from the Camp Nou crowd. They were certainly cheering his name before kickoff, but he went head-to-head in that midfield with none other than Frenkie de Jong. Isn't it funny how football often works out in this way? The two of them really duelling against each other. And I do have to say, Frenkie de Jong had a really good game. He really did handle himself well in this occasion, and he got himself on the score sheet there in the second half. 67 minutes gone, Man City playing it around their own box. De Bruyne there involved. Xavi is up there intercepting the pass, really good closing down, winning it back from him, and Frenkie in the right place at the right time to finish it off and get a really nice goal for him, putting Barca back ahead on the night. And Frenkie, when he went off to substituted later on, he also got a really nice reception from the Camp Nou crowd tonight. And speaking indeed about those ovations, it really was sort of party atmosphere, festival kind of feeling inside of the stadium tonight. There was a really big reception too, not just for Barca players, but for City ones. Erling Haaland, massive ovation for him, even just there when he was warming up, even before he came onto the field. Barca fans there cheering him, acknowledging him, and he also acknowledged them too. You know, he put his hand up, waved to them before the game as well. He was having a good look around the stadium, almost feeling in awe, I feel, walking out onto the Camp Nou field. And it didn't take long though, unfortunately, for Man City to hit back after we'd gone 2-1 ahead. 70 minutes there, Parma equalising for City after Cancelo's low ball into the area. But there was to be more goals, because then Barca thought they got the winner. It was Memphis Depay, and isn't it funny, guys, that we scored 3 goals on the night? They were scored by Aubameyang, Frenkie de Jong, Memphis Depay. 3 players who we have been kind of trying all summer to offload from the club. They're all still here as it stands, and all 3 of them on the score sheet tonight. Really nice assist there as well from Sergio Roberto. And I do just want to talk about him, because this is a player tonight who would have really been playing for a cause very close to his heart, because Sergio Roberto tragically lost his mother to ALS there over 3 years ago now, back in 2019. And I do have to say that tonight, Sergio Roberto, he put in a great performance. You've got to give huge credit there where it's due. In the first half, I thought he was very good, and in the second half there, he actually got that assist, really good one, with the captain's armband on him as well. So really nice, really special moment for him out there tonight. That was good to see. And what about Alejandro Balde? He came off the bench once again, didn't start the game. I think that's interesting. Looking ahead to the weekend, was Xavi saving him? Was he resting him there ahead of Real Valladolid? Because Alejandro Balde came on, he was lightning, he was electric there, everywhere on the field. He was picking up the ball, racing past Man City players, so much excitement. And this young man has incredible potential, guys, and we have to utilise that. We have to put faith in him, and I'm really hoping that once again today, he sent out another message. He's showing what he can do, and he deserves to be in the starting lineup for this weekend's La Liga clash, and I really do hope we see him. But unfortunately, we couldn't hang on to the lead. Into injury time there, deep into injury time. Man City equalising from a very dubious penalty, because although we did cheer Erling Haaland, for me, he dived there in the final moments. Christensen was adjudged there to have tripped Erling Haaland, and if he did, it was very delayed reaction and very theatrical kind of fall. But anyway, the referee pointed to the spot. I was very surprised that was given, but then Mahrez stuck away the penalty. 3-3 on the night. That was how it finished. Very entertaining game. 2 top quality teams. We showed what we could do. Man City, of course, showing their quality as well. And of course, both teams really not going at their absolute maximum. You know, there were some players there kept in reserve, especially from our side. But this was a nice game, you know, a nice contest here. Nice to see Xavi and Pep there reunited again, and of course for Juan Carlos Unzue. And the aim there to raise awareness for ALS. Very special and very important occasion, and it was amazing once again to see such excitement inside of the Camp Nou that we'll be hoping is replicated this weekend. So please do, guys, leave all of your thoughts in the comments down below. What players did you feel impressed tonight? You know, who really grabbed this occasion and sent out their message? Do let me know. And of course as well on the game as a whole, as Barca draw 3-3 with Man City in this charity clash. I will see you soon, of course, with plenty more videos to come. Tomorrow we have the Champions League draw. I'll see you on the channel for all of that reaction. Thank you for joining me tonight and for all of your support. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.